Hi, I'm Angie VanEman Riley with American Way Realty. Thanks for tuning into my new web series, MyKato. Where each episode, I'm going to give you an inside look at one of the locally owned businesses in town that make our community great. When thinking of my first episode, I thought, wouldn't a Jake's Pizza taste great right now? And the answer is always yes. This is Jake's Stadium Pizza. Hi guys, we're inside Jake's Pizza's kitchen with Andrew Boyer-Kern, the general manager of Jake's Pizza. Tell us a little history about Jake's and your role and how you came to be where you are today.
Yeah, so Jake's opened in 1972. My grandpa, Sarge Carstensen, was the founder. My parents bought it from him in 1997. Basically, I grew up here running around and making pizzas, trying to help out. You know, when I was a little guy, I was probably more getting in the way than helping out. Then I went to college at UMD, decided halfway through college this is what I wanted to do. So I graduated with my degree in business and came back and been working here ever since 2008 when I graduated.
That's awesome.
So
you're going to make me a Sarge's Special, which is my favorite. I actually grew up eating that. We used to go to your other location with my dad after Vikings training camps. We'd literally walk in, Sarge would say, hey Russ, how's it going? Knew what we were ordering, get him a pitcher of beer, and we'd sit down. So if you'd make me a Sarge's Special, I would love it.
Absolutely.
So, I love it.
The Sarge's Special has ground beef, onions, mushrooms, cheese, and Canadian bacon.
And I grew up with my dad having it, and he would put ketchup on top. But I'm told you don't do that. It's just a thing I guess Russ used to do for the taste.
Yeah, we don't normally put ketchup on top of pizzas, but if that's what you want, we'll do that for you.
He always did, and we loved it. So who is actually Jake?
Jake is my grandfather's brother-in-law, and he started the original Jake's in Albert Lea in 1964. So he's the original founder, and then when my grandpa decided he wanted to open a restaurant, he asked his brother-in-law if he could use the name and the recipes, and that's how that got started.
Because these are family recipes passed down.
These are
correct?
family recipes, and we haven't changed anything as long as I can remember.
And you shouldn't, because it's fantastic.
Absolutely.
I think it's the best pizza in town.
Oh, well, thank you.
I can say that. I know you can't. You can't say that.
You know,
but mine is an unbiased opinion.
Yes, mine it would be a biased opinion, and I absolutely think Jake's Pizza is the best pizza in town. Yeah, we've been getting our cheese from the same dairy for over 40 years. It's Burnett Dairy out of Wisconsin. We haven't changed our sauce recipe, haven't changed our dough recipe, and we just get the best quality ingredients we can get, and that's how we make pizzas.
That's awesome. One thing I think is fantastic, and I don't know if many people know this, maybe they do, but so your wife, Erica, is vegan. And I think she was kind of the inspiration, I would assume, for you guys offering vegan and gluten-free options, which is really hard to find in Mankato.
Absolutely. So my wife's vegan, and so she always kind of said, hey, you should get a vegan pizza. So we worked on the recipe for a long time, and now we've got 3 staple vegan pizzas that are delicious. We've got the barbecue chicken, and we've got a cheeseburger.
Would it be like faux chicken?
It is. So
how do you say that, vegan-wise? The chicken?
I think it's chicken.
Okay.
But it's really good, and I actually, you know, I eat meat, and I enjoy the vegan pizzas, and we also have a vegan taco that's soy chorizo. Ooh. So that's really tasty as well.
That sounds good.
Those are the options, and you can build your own vegan pizza, and we'll just use the vegan dough and the vegan cheese.
And you do gluten-free though too, right?
Yep, we do gluten-free. Awesome. And that started because one of our manager's wives is a celiac. Oh. And so she couldn't eat here, and we were like, well, what do we need to do to be able to make her pizzas? And
that's so cool that you guys do that.
Yeah, you know, we try and be as inclusive for everybody who's got allergies and be aware as possible and make sure we can cater to everybody.
So cool. I love it. So what do we do now?
So we shake it and make sure it's nice and loose on the peel. There's the Sarge's Special. We're going to throw it right in the oven, and we're going to let that guy cook. You know, a small pizza like that's going to take about 7-8 minutes to cook.
So what does it heat at? Like, what's the temperature?
We have our ovens at 500 degrees.
Okay.
And basically what we're going to do...
Because it feels really nice and toasty, and I don't really want to move from being outside.
In the winter, I love cooking in the kitchen. In the summer, it gets a little hot.
I bet.
So right now it's perfect. You know, when it's -5 outside, -15 wind chill, I love cooking.
I love it. Yeah. So what brought you guys to this location?
We were on the corner, and the green mill that was here went out of business, and we had an opportunity to move into a bigger, newer building and it worked out great because our old building needed a lot of repairs, and it was really close to our old location. You know, just half a block, not even.
And still on Stadium.
Still on Stadium, yeah.
Makes sense.
So it made sense for us to move, and it's worked out really well for us.
One thing I think is super, super cool is you brought over the old booths from the old restaurant.
So yeah, we thought it was really important to bring over the feel of Jake's Pizza because we didn't want to just come into a new building, especially something that was another restaurant, Green Mill. So we brought over our booths, you know, some of the lighting, obviously all of our decor, and we wanted to make it feel as much as we could like Jake's Pizza, the old Jake's Pizza that everybody remembers and loves.
I love that you did that. So I don't know if you know this or not, but I was actually in a Jake's Pizza commercial as a little kid. So my family was tucked off in a corner, kind of in the scene, but you could see me and Mike and my mom and my dad just eating our pizza. I'm sure I didn't even pay attention, just shoving pizza in my face. Like I said, I've been eating here since I was a little kid, and I have the best memories with my dad. This was his absolute favorite place, and even with Sarge, when my dad would walk in, Sarge would just know Russ when he walked in, get us what we needed to eat, and already knew where our order was, and had a pitcher of beer ready for my dad, and he never let my dad run out of pitcher of beer. He kept filling them up, and it was just, it's great memories being here, so I love it.
Yeah, that's really cool. I love our customers who are in like once a week, and you know their name, you know what they're going to order. That's a great part of managing a restaurant, getting to know the people, the customers, and working with the employees day in and day out. It's a fun job.
That's so cool. One thing too about this new space, I know your old space you had the basement party room, and I think it's kind of cool that this space offers still a party room too, so if somebody wants to have like a bridal shower, graduation party, birthday party, or something, you still have that space too, which you didn't lose moving over to this space, which I'm not sure if a lot of people know that you have that extra space that it can be rented out, which I think is pretty neat.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a really nice party room. It holds up to 60 people. There's all sorts of events in there, and it just makes for a great place to hold like a birthday party, a business meeting, or we have a lot of sports teams in there, and it works out really well.
And you get great pizza. And soda, and beer, and all the good stuff. So where are we at with our pizza? How do we know when it's done? Do we have a timer?
We got about 3-4 minutes.
Oh. So 2008, you kind of came in, stepped into your family business. What kind of changes have you brought in to kind of shake things up here at Jake's Pizza, other than the other dietary and allergy options?
Sure, yeah. I added online ordering. I thought that was really important for us to have the online ordering. I know not many local restaurants have that. And I do all the social media, so I do the Facebook, so if you see those posts, I do that.
So if you're seeing this video.
If you're seeing this video, I do this. Yeah, and let's see here. We added salads, and I try and eat more salads these days. But you know, the pizza's so good.
I mean, and po' boys. You still have the poor boys, right?
We do, and they're delicious, so and they're a really big size, so they're great value.
Huge.
Yep. A lot of people will eat half for lunch and bring the rest home and have it, you know, either another lunch or another dinner. So that works out well too.
I always get the hot hand po' boy. And I put the chips on top of it.
Oh, I do that too.
I know. I only do the one side though, because I do the same thing. It's huge.
Yep.
It's literally, I feel like it's like this thick, and it's like this long. It's ginormous, and it's a lunch and a dinner.
Yeah, and I really enjoy putting the chips on there. It gives it that crunch and that
so
salty.
You can't like put them on ahead of time so they get soggy.
You can't.
But you gotta do like on the spot, and it's delish. So I think it's great to mention too that not only do you have this location, you also have the location in St. Peter. So how long have you guys owned that one as well? Because I feel like I've driven by going to the cities so many times.
Yeah, St. Peter opened in 2012, and right now my dad's actually over there quite a bit helping out, and he's trying to fill the GM role, but he needs a lot of help from me because he's been out of the pizza game for a little bit. You know, he's always been here helping out and smiling and stuff, but you know, it's the new paperwork and that kind of stuff where I come over and help out, do that kind of stuff. But he's over there for a few hours, and he's obviously over here, and you know, he still likes it because it's a people business. It's knowing your customers, knowing your employees, having fun, and just putting out a good product.
And I feel like, though, with being like a people person, you can't train that. You can get a new GM, but you can't get another Wally.
Yeah.
You know, who's going to know everyone, schmooze everyone, talk everyone. So.
Yeah, that's the hardest part, is finding someone who's personable and who just enjoys being around people. And I think that's something I got from my parents, is I enjoy being with people, joking around, having fun, and, you know, at the same time, you're serious and you get your job done. So
you're the third generation.
I am the third generation.
Question is Charlie, his son, going to be the fourth generation?
You know, every time I ask him what he wants to do when he grows up, he says he wants to work at Jake's Pizza. So obviously he enjoys coming here. He runs around. He kind of did what I did growing up. Is he'll make his own pizzas, and we'll have him wipe down tables and fun stuff like that. And
So does he eat meat, or does he make a vegan one?
Nope, he eats meat and he eats dairy, and so he's kind of skinny guy. So we like to get him full of calories and fat to kind of bulk him up a little, so he grows up big.
But he's like what, 3?
He's 4.5 now. 4.5
4.5
already.
I'm sorry,
I
4.5
know
already.
it happened so quick.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad he's got his mind made up and a career path at 4.5.
Yeah, why not?
Get him start him early.
His whole life's planned.
I love it. I love it. That's how I was with real estate.
All right, this pizza's done. Maybe a little done. Oh, that's
Perfect. That's how you want it, I feel like. Just a little bit of like
Crisp.
Crisp, yeah, I was going to say crunch on the crust. So thank you for making this for me and eating it with me. Why do you guys cut them in squares and not the typical pie triangles? I've always wondered.
So a thin crust pizza, it'll get a little floppy if you have the big pie,
Oh.
the pie slices, and that's just the way it's always done. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right. My grandpa cut it this way, so that's the way I'm cutting it.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much for agreeing to do this with me. Also, something super cool that Andrew is going to do is if you come to Jake's Pizza, you mention you saw this video, you get $5 off your order of $20 or more, which is a great deal. So thank you again, and tune in next episode where I bring you another locally owned business that makes our community great.